so we should be getting some good animal supply now because we've got, and have up to 20 chickens and stuff. We've got 7 of them, and there's still 9 that are young. So I'm gonna keep allowing that. What I might actually do is bump up the males. I don't normally do this for many animals, but we'll bump it up to 5. I think we'll keep it 3 for the others. Just because chickens are such a low maintenance resource. Like, even in real world, chickens are a low maintenance resource. I'm not letting you guys sow any more crops this season because even though it's spring, it's not going to take very long for it to be too hot and things just potentially catch fire. Mind you, the good thing is I haven't experienced blight on this map yet. It's really nice. I actually really like the music in this game. Not really like my kind of music, but as far as playing the game, it's very relaxing. Hey, they finished the smelter. Oh my god. Finally. Smelt metal from slag and forever. Get moving, people. What is it? It's coming on to nighttime, seahorse? You're feeding... No, I think you can prioritize the electric smelter. We're getting metal and we are getting it now. Hey, they moved one of the prisoners' beds too. About time. I want to make sure, if possible, that I never really have a group more than, like, probably 3 or 4 at a time. It's just not intelligent to do that. Okay, so if I allow them to do that and I don't build any more lights, how about... We've got a couple strategically placed around here and I don't mind that. We'll just get rid of this. Yeah, welcome back, by the way. Gonna move some stuff around. I'll tell you what though, my guts are still so sore from all that coffee that I drank earlier. I had, like, this morning, I had my usual double coffee plus latte sachet in 1 cup. And then I had a large energy drink on the way out to the airport. And then I had a medium iced latte on the way home that had an extra shot in it as well. And by the time I got home, my stomach was starting to hurt so bad. Like, I'm actually experiencing a little bit of nausea from the amount of pain. I probably just irritated the shit out of my stomach. But at the same time, like, I kind of needed it because I couldn't fall asleep until probably 1 or 2 a.m. I think. Nah, the energy drink's not the problem. Energy drinks actually, surprisingly enough, for how much goddamn sugar is in an energy drink. Oh, prison break. If this is one of my people breaking somebody out, they're about to get their ass handed to them. What's going on? The prisoners have staged a breakout and have somehow defeated the door locks and are making their way out. They may seek weapons, fight, or try to escape. The prisoners involved, all 3 of them. Well, riddle me this, right? I've got 3 prisoners in 2 separate prison barracks inside of another room inside of 2 sets of doors. So that's going to be great fun. Also, did I even have these guys set? No, I didn't even have them set to reduce. I don't know if this is going to make much of a difference because, like, literally, I kind of feel sorry for what's about to go down. Raid. Also, I'll switch this back now that they can finally smelt things. So where are all my people? Is this everybody? It's almost everybody. It's good enough. So I can see a lot of my people are already on this side, and I'm going to take my animals, and I'm going to make sure nobody's shooting anybody. You guys can go here, except for the ones that are already over here. You guys can go to the other side of the building. And I'm just going to let them fuck around with those doors. Let's save that raid again. And let's watch let's watch this play out. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to actually stop right there. Oh, oh, shit! That guy's got a minigun. Oh, fuck. Who? Oh, that guy's got a minigun too. Man, you're a shit shot, mate. Guys, instead of just standing there, have you maybe considered just knocking this bastard out? That guy's down. How bad did you get hurt? You got hurt bad enough that you'll die in 15 hours. That's fine. You, perhaps maybe just get on with it. You guys can go back to what you're doing. I could have probably done that a lot better, but this guy. Like, lol. I do like the fact that they, like, got all reasonably hurt. So let's have a look at Nat. Nat's mostly fine. He's just got left shoulder and left legs mostly, like, hurt. He's in restraints and slowed. How's your prisoner status? Yep, that stayed the same. Now, Noba. Noba got his right leg basically, like, stabbed. Is bleeding pretty heavily. Where's the other one? Acosta. Maybe go and capture it? Sometimes I wonder these people, like, they remind me of the most minimum effort workers that exist sometimes. And I get it. Sometimes the benefit is not enough for it, but these people have a half-decent home and they don't have much of a choice because obviously they crash-landed here. You know, kind of keep the upkeep. Let's go back to what you're doing. I do want to shove the extra air conditioner in here. So we'll see how that goes. We've only got Noba in here, so he might get moved to the other one. I love how their beds are in a different room to where the medical things are, so that's fantastic. What you doing, Weeks? You're harvesting, huh? But yeah, I've got all this slag and all these robots and... Jesus Christ, something sounds mushy. Oh, you're vomiting. Fantastic. Let's just get the hell away from you. Yeah. I'm looking forward to them doing some electric smelting. And it's daytime. What time is it? It's 9 hours. So let's get Acosta. She's just out there removing floor meaninglessly. Let's do that. I actually don't know. I think my blocks still go into my inventory up here. One of your methods of stopping the prison breaks is to remove their legs. They can't leave their beds. Once recruited, you can give them peg legs. I actually haven't got the slightest clue how you can physically remove their legs in this game. Like, I know you can harvest organs, but to my knowledge, the vanilla version doesn't have a way to, like, cut their legs off. It's moving around in restraints. This time, people, don't offer to solicit them with, you know, certain favors. And maybe they'll join faster instead of you being creeps. I like when the panthers are tiny. They're about the same size as the cats. It's like having multicolored little cats. What happened to my muffler? My muffler shouldn't be dying. I like how it puts it in there and then proceeds to snack on it a bit. What happened? Why are they getting killed? What the fuck? This one's getting taken down too. I'm pretty certain I don't have these guys set as kill. Oh, it's the fucking auto-culling, isn't it? I'm an idiot. Alright, well, let's bump that up a little bit. Let's make it that all the males, except for the cat situation, are 5. This is young males. We're only allowed to have 1 of each at a time. I kind of do agree with that. I don't really want to have, like, a massive influx of cats or whatever at any time. Self-operation, install peg legs and remove peg legs. Interesting. I didn't know that. Really keep... Yeah, no, it's good to kind of keep, like, less males generally on these maps. Let's see. 10 male mufflos. I still think limiting it to 10 at the moment is where it's at. Only because I don't have a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know if I'd remove the legs. I probably would if I had like a lot of bionic legs in stock or archetype legs like that, because then they'd run pretty fast. But like, just to cripple them to kind of keep them, like, I get it. I know it stops the prison riots, but in the long run, having people that are like less or more injured or whatever isn't going to be that beneficial to me. You guys are going to stop putting your blocks in here. Buildings? Either buildings or it's items. Let's see. Efficient security, power, furniture, production. No, that doesn't sound right. I'll look at items. No. Maybe raw? Yeah, okay, stone blocks. Let's stop that. Let's make it this pile. Make this one the one that has the blocks in it. Yeah, they'll do it. Okay. I don't see anybody smelting. Costa, are you actually getting this done? Better be. I'm gonna have shit around this base. Which, by the way, at this point, we're doing pretty okay. We've got solar and we've got the big fans. There's no wind at the moment, so it's doing the best it can. All of them are built, finally. So we now have the best bet at power. However, the top and bottom really don't have much in the way of the same. Why is that? It's still 4 and 4, but there's only 3 turbines. Wait, is there a limit to how much space I've got up the top? Is that what it is? No, I've only got 2. What am I, crazy? I swear, like, my eyesight today is crapola. Alright, let's take down the extra animals. I'm gonna take down the Mega Sloth now. Keep an eye on this one though, because I don't trust it. At some point, one of my people will walk over here and attack it. Hey, they got that finished. That's good. Guess it must be possible while they're bedridden. How's your prisoner status is going? I want to make sure that actually everybody is getting tended to, because what I've done in the past is I've literally had prisoners for like a whole year cycle, and at the end of the year cycle I realized that there was no attention given except for like when they were down and in bed they'd get taken care of and fed. So they kept getting down and I couldn't understand what the hell was wrong with these stupid prisoners where they wouldn't just join. They were still so pissy so much later, and it turned out that I never actually interacted with them except for when they were down. I'm like, oh well, that kind of makes sense. But I'm kind of looking forward to the fact that I'll have a couple of cooks, a little bit of medical experience. Like, early game, cooks aren't the biggest thing, but I think it's going to allow me to actually have some people butchering and cooking at the same time. You know these things because you've done a lot of war crimes on RimWorld, from the organ harvesting to cannibals. That makes sense. Plus, I think the other thing too is, once you start adding in more mods, you experience the game differently anyway, and you have to play it differently. It's kind of one of those sorts of things, whereas because I'm playing it vanilla, there's certain things that I'll never interact with. Like, for instance, I've built a ship once, and obviously I don't have that menu at the moment, but I built it once and I haven't touched it since. I made flagstone once, haven't touched it since. Like, there's just like things like I haven't made barricades, or no, I've made barricades, haven't made sandbags, have not ever made spike traps, ever. Which is insane, because like I know that there's many different ways to play RimWorld, and some of the more successful kind of like bigger bases have got more of like the kill boxes and stuff. However, what I did with my larger map was I ended up having this border of just barricade all the way around and turrets to defend. So when an enemy group would come in, there wasn't many places that they could possibly land or spawn or ambush through that they were going to safely be able to actually attack me. So I ended up starting to get like the bug attacks, because what was happening was the bugs were coming in and they'd tunnel in into one of my buildings, into an area where I couldn't prevent them from being. I don't know if, I think flooring does stop that from happening, I think, but I'm not 100% sure, because some of my areas, if it was like this kind of like stone floor, I wouldn't put anything over it. I'd just smooth it. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I'll also be making meat fritters with some of the leftovers from the turkey drumsticks. And I have a leftover toasted sandwich. And that'll be lunch. Looking forward to that. We've got this, like, I don't know how to describe it better, but it's basically like a spicy buffalo sauce. And I miss being able to have, like, spicy buffalo wings. They weren't the greatest thing, but it was nice once in a while. This buffalo sauce has got all that good flavor. And I just keep making toasted sandwiches and dipping them in the sauce and eating the sandwich, and it's friggin' amazing. It's like, I went through a stage where I literally had this spicy hot sauce that just, you know, it's one of those ones where it's so well preserved you can leave it in the cupboard even when opened, and I would absolutely douse my toasted sandwiches in that. And I can tell you what, my stomach did not like that stuff. So you did mountain bases and multiple tunnels that lead to the main town. So cool. Tend to make a lot of melee guys because I like to ambush them in the tunnels. Yeah, I can see that. Like at the moment, I actually have a few melee people. Probably 3 or 4, maybe. But that's a lot in amongst 14 people. That's like half my population is either melee or McLean's pacifists, and the rest are all weapons. Which, by the way, have they got their weapons on them? Because they keep dropping them as soon as they get attacked. Lincoln doesn't have his weapon as per usual. What do you use? You're a gun guy. Do I have a rifle? Take the gun. She's got that. You have lost a gun as well. I guess you can take the minigun. I don't think you're... No, you're the hunter. Fuck it, you take that. Lincoln can have the pray and spray. Let's see. Chimpanzee, Tofu. Tofu, of course, doesn't have a gun. Every time he gets his ass kicked, he's losing his gun. Seahorse. Flare Nitro. Pacifist. Alright. Oh yeah, speed up. Come on. Double time it. We lost a little bit of time. Nobody's doing research. They did like the tiniest bit when I jumped in today. And then they just basically just lost the plot. And same with the mining and stuff. I'm thinking they can't possibly... Okay, they're making button-down shirts. Okay, stop that shit. Everything's basically suspended. Unless they break something and they need it, then they can basically make it. As for marble blocks, I do not need marble blocks. If you're wasting your time on these blocks, you're an idiot. Either do some research, talk to prisoners, butcher or cook, or go fucking hunting. There's a grizzly bear on the map. Alright, it's pretty far out, and it's pretty close to all this crap that's expired. There's like barely a tiny spot of space on here. I might actually make this bigger. I never thought that I'd have to, but yeah, there we go. See some of the animals bring up some extra corpses in a minute, I'm sure. I was looking at wildlife. That's it. Yeah, there you go. They're all rushing up here now. Alright. We got a mare. What? Social fight? That doesn't surprise me. Aren't you the guy that likes fighting all the time? Yeah, trigger happy. Or that. This would be kind of cool, getting 3 extra people immediately. So we'll go from 14 to what, 17? And most of these guys are cooks, which means my main people will finally be able to get out of the kitchen and start using their extra skills for other shit. By the way, how is the mining going? I know you guys are as slack as piss. Every single time you get a chance, it's just like, nah, I don't really want to go and mine. Yeah. But, oh, we got some people passing by. Blue. Blue and Mama. Well, we got Blue Mama. Kind of sounds like it's supposed to be a band. Speaking of mining, I was watching The Curse of Oak Island. Is this a Canadian treasure hunting show? I wouldn't say it's like an actual show per se. It is like, obviously there's episodes and stuff, but like the people have been trying to find this lost treasure that's believed to exist in this money pit or whatever that is buried so far underground back in a time where that kind of technology, the ability to tunnel and build like underground chambers and like flood tunnels and all sorts of stuff from the ocean is just like unreal. And they're finally being able to fortify one of the tunnels down that they've found to be able to actually get underground and see where it goes. That's kind of cool. See, RimWorld's one of those games where try to play the good guy. It's hard to stay that way. Remember when I tried to make Colony all about healing and trying to make friends? The end of it became very vengeful and don't care about saving people. I think that's possibly just you. I'm gonna say that's just you. Because my last colony, I had a shit ton of people, but like, there's a certain level of tolerance. Like, when somebody would not stop taking drugs, when they would not stop fighting, or doing really specific things that really did annoy me in the game, I would take their healing down to like doctor care but no medicine. And if they really, really kept abusing the shit, I would just be like, no medical care. It's like you slowly downgrade until the tolerance is you're gonna die if you fuck up again. And then that person just automatically gets removed from the colony because they die regardless. But yeah, I found that even with a lot of people, I think the thing for me was like it became too easy. Not a big fan of when games eventually are too easy. I like building through the challenge and the problems and stuff like that, but then as soon as it's easy, I kind of like, I'm committed to that colony, but I want to go through the process of growing again. Which is why, like, at the moment, like, I currently hate the layout, right? As much as it's kind of decorative and stuff, I'm not a big fan of how things are at the moment because they could be a lot nicer in my perspective, and it annoys me. But this is what I've got at the moment, and I have to deal with it until I'm capable of getting to the next stage and growing again. So it's kind of good in that sense because, from my perspective, I'm forced to deal with it, you know? At least they're getting stuff done. Have I done all my quests? Yes, I have. Alright, how's my treaties going? 195. That's pretty good. And I gave them a gift before. I could probably honestly gift... I could gift this colony wood enough to get up to that, quite frankly. Yeah, it'd probably be worth it. I love the fact that I can do that. It's like so many hundred wood or whatever equals 1 point of tribute, and if I've got just thousands of wood laying around, it's go time. I actually have the wood stored inside at the moment, and in the future that won't be the case. It will be outside. I just haven't got there. Look how fucking filthy it is in here. It's Thrumbos. Obviously can walk around here and out, and is revolting. Why are you just fucking around in here? I'm so close to making it they can't do that at all. Definitely don't want that much space. Let's fix that. Yeah, thrombos. Let's take it up to this. So you have a certain level of space in here, and if you're not maintaining that, and it just keeps getting absolutely revolting, you'll lose access to it. Okay, so how's the air conditioning in here going? I can actually get to a spot I can see. So 17 degrees, 17 degrees. How do you guys feel about that temperature? A hideous environment. Yeah, it's kind of grotty in there. And you're in minor pain, insulted. Who insulted you? That's interesting. Awful barracks. Well, yeah, it's a prison barracks, mate. It's not gonna look glorious until I start getting some like nice statues and shit. You know, that's the funny thing is, my prisoners. I don't know about you guys, but my prisons eventually are really like smick. I end up having like, you know, legendary beds, masterwork beds, tables, chairs, statues. I have like all kinds of stuff in there that just is like really good quality. And so when they end up in that room, they're like, oh, it's absolutely gorgeous, you know? It's so impressive. Like, I want to get out of here and see more. And then they get out of that really super, unbelievably impressive room, and the rest of that place is shit. And they're like, immediately tantrums. First 24, 48 hours, immediate tantrum out of the prison. And it's almost every single time. And some of the times, the funniest times I've seen is when the person that gets out and they having a tantrum immediately go to like, what is it, sadistic rage, where they want to go and kill the other prisoners. And I'm like, I understand why. You're saving them from a fate worse than death, honestly. It's just like the shittiest rest of the house. But like the prison was really nice. I think it's the old bait and switch personally. It does speed up the, what do you call it, the prisoner gaining sort of section, but not by too much. I am liking the fact that they're really getting on all the steel. How am I going for that? We've got a surplus of 800. I just can't believe that our allies didn't have any. You know what? I'm going to send out another caravan. Move down a little bit. I shuffled up before and I don't like it. I'm going to send out a peace caravan to the place that I sent out earlier, which I thought was mine, but it wasn't. Send McLean and Seahorse. Seahorse is pretty good. And I'm going to send... Well, basically, I'm going to send as many people as I possibly can. I'll send the horses and shit. Like 84. The horses are actually like pretty solid for those amounts. And they're basically better than a yak, but like they don't give you fur or milk or anything like that. So kind of like on and off. Like dromedaries are pretty good because at least then you get the heavy fur, the milk, and you can ride them and haul. They're probably one of the best ones that I can think of. I haven't got to try all of them so far. I don't want to take my sheep. What am I doing? Okay, that should really be enough. That's like 4,000. We'll tack on a couple more. Now it's 4,000. We have substantial rice quantities. Fantastic. So let's take a heap of rice as in berries and shit as tribute. Let's not take that much medicine. We have some good muffler meat. We don't actually have a lot of meat because nobody's butchering. Fucking lazy pricks. Let's see, we've got simple meals. I'm going to assume that all of these have food poisoning, so we're going to take them and give them as tribute if they don't eat them on the way. Because, you know, that's what you do to allies. I won't get rid of the... Maybe I will take some of those. Let's stock up on as much wood as we possibly can, because I'm not really using too much at the moment. I thought I had more than that. I'm a little disappointed. Let's see. Maybe I could give them some of those vases. And whatever. That one's a steel urn. You could be scrapping that right now. Let's take the other two. And I want to keep the jade, but I did win uranium at one point. And I know it's like really good later, but I'm gonna make them take that. I'll see what else I can take, because once I've got them successfully allied, I can sell whatever else I've got on them. That should be worth it. What are these tables? I don't know why we have tables. Should definitely take those tables. Yeah, alright, let's send that. Let's see what happens with that, eh? Save. Nedo 2, and save Nedo. Okay, let's speed it up. I want to see if they have steel. I definitely like to be able to make some more lights and shit, but I also have to consider the fact that some of these light situations are going to be pretty unbalanced. Like, for instance, this area is going to have little, and that's going to have a lot, and that already had issues with power earlier, which is strange because there's not much drawing on that. I guess it's the extra 4 air conditioners. Now this one's got 2 extra, so who knows? Either way, I've got a substantial amount of rice coming in, so I'm not the least bit worried about that going out. These have been harvested. Now, what season is it? August. August is spring? Still, I think. And it's the 14th. I actually haven't worked out yet what is it? 15 days each. Okay, that explains a lot. Because I'm like, I haven't worked out yet, but I don't think I've seen days go into 20s and stuff. September is coming in a day or so. October must be like the end of spring going into... No, that should still be spring, I think. Yeah. Mad alpacas. Really? You had to take out a piece of fence, you fucking psycho? Do they attack animals? Get him, Loomy. How's Loomy doing? What's emotion on? Maybe not. You coming to finish the job? Yeah. I guess you guys have got a lot to bundle up and take at this point. And there's chickens everywhere. 35. Oof, get in there. That would nearly have to be the total amount of, like, adults and male or female ratio that I've allowed, right? Plus, like, a few that are getting older to get culled. Guys are chilling out, doing some recreational stuff. Good. Oh, I can't stop yawning today. Kind of knew that would be the case, but still. I don't know if anybody's ever actually seen rice getting harvested manually in the real world, but it's kind of cool to watch. You basically got, like, you know, the rice plants themselves. I think they sort of I'm not having another coffee. No way. I'm pretty sure with the rice plants, I think, cut them and then they like smack them into some kind of like set of grates which allows like the rice individually fall off and fall down, and then they just kind of like keep doing that until it's basically obviously, you know, the grass stems themselves basically, and then yeah, from there different sort of milling processes either mean that you get your brown rice or it goes through like a little bit of extra polishing, grinding sort of thing, which removes the outer layer, and then you get like through to white rice and stuff. So pretty interesting. I remember just randomly seeing it once. I love how like Shizuka just literally just dropped the food. Mind you, I used to actually have little spaces in here. What are your thoughts, huh? Spacious interior. What was that? Something just flicked up and went away. Major break risk. What's wrong, McLean? What's your beef? In pain, slept on the ground, slept in the heat, body modder frustrated, slept outside, ate without a table. All this stuff, alright. Why are you in pain? You get a bite scar. Well, unfortunately, you don't have a bung up arm or a leg because I could replace that and then you'd be super happy. Somebody's finally done some goddamn butchering. Now, if only they'd actually clean the place. I actually do have quite a lot of animals out here nowadays, so maybe. What was that? Major break. Cat's miscarried. Why is my cat miscarried? Can't possibly be starving. Is it because nobody's fucking harvesting the animals and actually butchering them? Okay. Seahorse is going out, but Silverware is still here. You could be butchering. Ghost cooking. Acosta, why are you awake? Making pemmican. Hey Lincoln. How's about you come and butcher for a while, huh? You guys can prioritize doing that so our cats can have some food. Which, by the way, the cats can get in here and they can eat the corpses anyway, so it's not like they're really nutritionally kind of screwed over. I definitely want them to actually be like peeling the animals, because if they're not, I'm just wasting animals when they eventually decay in here. Minus 17, that's actually doing pretty good. Must be getting colder. It is. Oof, oof, oof. That is too cold for them. How do I select just this area? Come on, bring it in. There we are. Okay. I've got these two though. Okay. How about you select all of it? There we go. And let's turn you off for now. I think it's getting cold enough that that's warranted. And I think everything can probably come up by 10 degrees again. That'll be alright. The indoors is 17. They're probably going to need heaters soon for winter. Because obviously it's about to become, was it September? So that's going to get kind of cold. I wonder why I haven't had many leathers and stuff. But speaking of, are you guys gonna maybe think about leaving sometime soon? I mean, it kind of sucks. I've got a day and a night person. I try not to do that, but at the same time, I have somebody that's packing all throughout the day and somebody packing all throughout the night. So, benefits. Good to see them actually working hard in here. What are you doing? You're hauling. Can you keep refining? That would be great. Weeks is sewing stuff. Shizuka and Weeks should really be doing the wardening right now. Instead of cooking survival meals, how about you come and do some butchering? Right now, that would be a priority. Now we have a heap of actual meat in here. So if the animals expire, or if the meat expires, at least I have, you know, skins off in the other area. What other animals have we got? Not my animals, wild animals. Oh, hey, Azula. My chair's not a scratching post, sweetie. Oh, wow, she's having a tantrum because the hideous environment. Yeah, maybe if you guys maybe did some cleaning. It is absolutely friggin' disgusting. And I was trying to work on making them fix this shit up, since apparently the other animals can haul now. So I shouldn't have to worry about them doing this so much. Yeah, that should fix that for now. I'm pretty sure that a couple of the guys that came in, what do they do? What do these prisoners do? So the ones that are cooking, they'll be cooking or they... Why are you butt-ass naked? Where was your clothes? Okay. Okay, so this guy, for example, he's mostly medical, right? So when he's not doing medical stuff as a priority, his priority will be cleaning. So I expect to have most of this place at all times half clean with having one person on it. It's not a big area. And once it's going to take him a couple of days to collect on that, but once he's actually got started, it's not going to be as big of a problem. However, the freezer is absolutely revolting because everything obviously expired over the heat wave in summer. Okay, we got nighttime. Seahorse, what are you doing? Gathering supplies. It is good to see them actually doing stuff. Lol. It's such a sunny day here. It's like really beautifully bright and sunny. But I left my car parked outside and it's black. And my air conditioner doesn't work. Hey, Phoenix. Air conditioner doesn't work and only one window goes down out of two. So it's going to be really hot when I go for a drive. Let's freeze the groom crown. A huge increase in making people sick. I know. There's not much that I can do about that. My people are either going to clean eventually or they won't. And quite frankly, everything in here is basically food poisoned at this point. Because everything just keeps decaying because of summer. Now that it's finally cold, it's finally about minus 14. So, you know, small improvement. Across winter, they actually do clean this thing, and that's great and everything because everything's as frozen as it physically can be. By the way, they should almost be finished. Yeah, they almost have finished harvesting everything. Wait. Why are these sown again? I said no. This was the only area that was allowed to harvest. I mean, sow at the moment. And that's only because I need it to have a little bit of grass going into winter. How are you guys going? Yeah, everybody's getting food poisoning. They'll be right. They'll deal. It's only food poisoning. Where you guys going? What are you doing? Everybody's running in here. What I might do... Ooh. By titanium unification. The group of outlanders from Tinium Unification have arrived in transport pods, and the pods went haywire and landing scattered all over the area, attacking immediately. Alright. So I see one, possibly two, three. I think 3, 4, maybe 5. Yeah, maybe 5 or 6. Unless these ones are doubles, in which case, damn. Alright, let's save. And get up here. Absolutely everybody. Call to action. Yeah, that's everybody. So, I'm guessing, because everybody's coming from everywhere, McLean's the only one I need to get inside. You two can kind of go up this way. Yeah, no, I said McLean could go inside. That's fine. You guys can come down here, and you guys, I guess, for now, can just, like, head over here or something. Try that. Save again. Oh, that's actually a lot more pods than I thought it would be. Okay, let's see what we've got. I'm not against stealing people. You're a pessimist and ugly. Right. That's magnificent. Zamora is aesthetic, nimble. Plants and animals and shooting. Oh my goodness, I kind of want you. What are you? Tortured artist misandrous? What the hell's a misandrous? Really dislikes and distrusts men, gay. Medical and plants. I mean, medical and plants is good, but tortured artist is always having a freaking meltdown about something. And you can't do firefighting, for God's sake. What about Paul? Careful shooter and depressive. See, depressive's where I'd put a joy wire. Medical again. Is anybody else up here? Maybe not. Zoom out a little bit. There's one. Nelson. Hard worker and beautiful. But construction. Intellectual. That could be good. We could do it for a decent researcher. Akira. Staggeringly ugly and bloodlust. Serious medical and plans. Try not to take the ones that are likely going to, like, I don't know, like chemical interest. Nope, you're just instant death. Ryan, tortured artist, slowpoke ugly. Anybody else? Yep. Lamp. Fantastic name. I love it. I just need a moth now. Trigger happy fast learner. What is this? Just taking physical comforts and enjoy a favor. No. You're gonna have a tantrum as soon as I put you in a pretty room. Norma. Mining. I could do it for mining, but you're a pyromaniac. And ironic that you can't do firefighting. But I'm not against having a pyromaniac. And you're a fast learner. So maybe Norma, perhaps. What are you? Quick sleeper and night owl. Reproduction and mining. Okay, so Carreo? Perhaps? I'll never get that right. Heard. Creepy breathing. No, just immediately move on. Orzo. Where's your fire? Pyromaniac and nimble. Why are most of these people pyromaniacs? Fucking psychos. Being artistic. I don't really need somebody that's purely artistic. What are you? Pessimist and ugly. Crafting. I think I clicked on that one already. So what, we want Zamora? What were you? I forget so quickly. We want Zamora for sure. And Lamp. Zamora and Lamp and Norma? Is it Lamp? No. I just like this name. Okay. So we want Nora and we want Zamora. Righto. So straight away, Weeks, can you just like, okay, you can't yet. That's okay. You guys can move down a little bit. This is going to be an interesting battle in general, just because there are a lot of people. Can you go that way? I'm afraid of my animals getting hurt really badly too. You lot go this way. Okay. So Enyo's already getting hurt over here anyway, and I forgot to check what kind of weapons you guys got. Actually got guns. Righto, let's go. So I need to keep an eye on to the two areas. Weeks, are you actually close enough, or are you just being an idiot? Get moving. Okay, you've surely got to be close enough to hit Norma. There we go. I'll do it. And you guys hit some more. Did I even look at this guy? Yeah, I did. Stop beating up my muffalo. Okay, Weeks. Can you go and capture her, it, him, whatever? And you can go and capture that one. Come on, Tofu. Feel like a goddamn man. Grass beating. Okay, the other thing too is I kind of forgot to enable all my animals. There we go. You go for it, Shizuka. Tofu's on his way. Of course, he's kind of dying as well. Oh no, one of my panthers are down. Your carries. You should be alright. You're only bleeding at this stage. Let's see. Enyo and stuff kind of need just to go up. Where is everybody? That one's down. I have the possibility to take it. What have you got? Crafting and intellectual. Pessimistic and ugly. Not that worth it to me. Are you gonna die on your own or what? Yeah, death in 9 hours. That'd be right. Okay. So Paul's obviously leaving. Most of them are. That's fine. Okay, if they're mostly just gonna back off, you guys can be free. What's this guy got? Artistic and cooking, pyromaniac and nimble. It doesn't really bother me that much, and to have an artistic person, I guess we could probably take him. Hey Enyo, can you capture? What are you guys doing? Got anybody else up here? No. Somebody's already eaten the head off that one. Jesus. Alright, so we've got an animal down out here and nobody's responding. Ene-san, get off your ass and go and save somebody. Not lamp. Go and save. Okay, and that's on fire for some reason. But you know, that's what solar panels do. Can we get silverware out here and just extinguish that ASAP? So maybe it doesn't completely break. Okay, so now the only problem we're going to have is a lot of prisoners. Okay, you can maybe undo that. Okay, Zamora, let's see, reduce resistance. And Nova's already been there, so where's the rest of them? Enyo's on the way. Where the frig is Tofu? That's already dead. Where is Tofu? Tofu, mate. You're carrying somebody. Did you maybe think about, like... Guys, stop. Stop being idiots. Tofu, do your fucking job. Piece of shit. Alright, Silverware, you've already done what you need to do. Just get back there. I swear, Tofu just, like, has the right mind to be testing me. Yeah, just stand in the door, just leave the prison door open. That's cool, you know. Just resistance. Great. One of my bonded animals died. And it was Tofu's. I'm actually going to allow that. I feel sorry for the panther, but Tofu can suck it. I actually don't think that was one of our originals. I think that was one that was trained. How are we going? Most of them are alright, they're just a little hurt. Hopefully we'll get his ass back here eventually. Alright. They're all reduced resistance. We now have, what is this, 4, 5, 6 prisoners. I'm actually going to need more beds. Okay, we had a solar flare, so there's no electricity. Not the best idea. It's radiation shut down all electrical devices. Righto. Yeah, where's Tofu? You're actually healing yourself? Make a self-tamed? No. Fucking no. Somebody go slaughter it right now before it becomes a friggin' pet. Fuck no. Can't trust these guys to do anything. What is this Thrombo doing? Are you on a mine? Are you just like... Yeah, you're Yulia. Weird. Don't you go in the house. Fucking pause it right there. Yeah, no, have fun. I'll only be on for a few more minutes anyway, because I've got to end the stream early today. I've got to get to doctor and whatnot. Where is this? There. Megasoft. Unrestricted. Yeah, don't think so. Right now, there's got to be somewhere that I can put you that is not in the house, and I think that's going to be where the Thrombos are. So I see you walking up into this house, and I don't think you understand that you're not welcome in it. Don't even walk in there. I see you walking up that way. You know what? Weeks? Can you just prioritize getting rid of this thing before it enters the building? There we go. That's how you just get shit done. save it. Alright. I'm going to give him another couple of minutes just to let this solar eclipse pass. Good thing is kind of everybody's... Oh yeah, I've got to make sure you guys actually have good health. Better health. Was Norma and Zamora was all the new ones. Zamora's got some cool ass hair. Look at that. Very pretty. Which I was gonna say, I'm like, I thought she might have been one of the ones that was ugly. I'm like, that would be pretty. Yeah, he's going berserk. Let's see. He's gonna attack anyone he sees because he's badly malnourished and he's in full mood. Well, funny that. Tofu. Is he already down? He is. Okay, that's okay. They already handed his ass to him, so that's okay. We'll just let that happen. I swear, Tofu is just like punching bag requirement in this game. Oh, we can pick that up. And that gun too. There was only a couple of guns that were kind of lost. Make sure we've got all of them. Why is McLean having a tantrum? Recreation unfulfilled. What, do you want to watch TV or something? I can't do anything about that at the moment because, you know, there's no power across the whole base. How's this caravan going to? Because obviously they couldn't do anything before. One colonist mentally broken. I'll hit you out of it in a minute. You guys are almost ready to go. I would be surprised if we haven't lost the rest of those meals as well. Hey Lincoln, how's about you do some more butchering, eh? Okay, so power's back. Everybody's finally getting some care. McLean's beating the shit up out of everything, just breaking whatever he can get his hands on. He's out of his tantrum now. So it looks like their caravan's going to happen potentially in the next video. My guess would be that, like, they're obviously not going to finish their researching. We did get some steel at least, so minus success. There was a little bit, and so yeah, no geothermal research. They did harvest their crops. They did start making packaged survival meals finally. So where do they sit on here? Down the bottom. Yeah, we got 537. That's pretty good. Pretty good start. The solar panels all got built, and their clothing and everything's all fine. So I would say next time would be trying to get this caravan out, getting a bit more steel, and then I reckon probably putting lights up everywhere. Lights would be a good idea. I don't think I have any other quests at the moment. There's my quest. There's my quest. Yeah, no, I think what will happen is we'll try to get this treaty up with that blue faction and go from there. But to everybody that decided to tune in today or is watching my reruns on Twitch, thank you for coming in and watching and supporting me. And I'll be back on Saturday with PUBG. See ya.